All right, y'all. We're back with the video. We're back with the reaction. We are here with Angel Reese's first episode of her podcast, Unapologetically Angel. Angel Reese spills the tea on Caitlin Clark, love life, LSU rumors, and more on her new show. And I peep game that there are chapters. Because when I peeped game earlier and I clicked on the video, there were no chapters. I'm going to tell you right now, these chapters are very much appreciated and needed because my attention span right now, especially fresh out the shower, it's not the highest right now. I might end up zoning out looking this way. So we're here to see what the tea spills the tea. What's the tea that's going on? Oh yeah, this is an hour long too. Oh yeah, that attention span is definitely not the highest. So let's see.
So how do you feel about that situation?
What we talking about?
I think just being able to be in that moment of it happening, you never realize how something can literally change your life.
What they gonna say now? Huh? My Angel Reese.
Unapologetically Angel. What they gonna say now? I'm so excited to be starting my new podcast. We're gonna be spilling tea, dropping hot tea. You gonna know.
Okay, yeah, I see the Reese's Pieces. This is W promo.
With the real celebrities.
Prize Picks is taking over every podcast.
Athletes, artists, y'all favorite, everybody's gonna be here. Got my favorite co-host, Maya Reese.
Hi.
We cousins. That's cousin.
Hey, cousin.
Hey, cousin.
Oh. Hi, cousin.
You know everything about podcasts.
Maya Reese.
I know a little something.
Yeah, so you teaching me, we gonna learn each other here.
No, this is gonna be the best podcast ever made.
We saying it now.
The comment section, people are already obsessed. They got their little countdowns. They're ready.
People already obsessed. Okay.
But they don't even know like I had to redo this episode because it's spicy. Y'all wanna.
Oh yeah, so she in here spilling. What women say? Piping hot tea.
Tea, we gonna do tea. The first episode I had recorded, I just gave a little
very demure.
Like,
demure.
It was very cutesy.
It was cutesy and classy and demure. We not.
See, there you go. Already demure. We just started it. Demure.
We're spilling it all.
Period. Let's get into it.
Okay, you ready?
Let's do it.
So first, since this is Unapologetically Angel, what is something that you're unapologetic about?
Oh yes, yes.
Unapologetic about this podcast. Let's start here. It's gonna be a new journey for me to be able to release who I really am and just being able to clear the air, clear the narratives, the false narratives about myself, and just being able to be me. So I'm looking forward to this.
And then since you're Angel Reese, Maya Reese, your fan base is the Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
The
What's
Reese's
your
Pieces.
Reese's Pieces for today? Your peace of mind.
Oh, my peace of mind is social media is not real.
It's not real. I've been saying this for the longest time. People, stop acting like social media is everybody's lives. I said that in that, I gotta drop that video too. That's almost like an hour long too. That Cam Newton and the therapist, that the W session, by the way. Social media is not real. When you go on social media, don't think that these people's lives that they're living is just all glitz and glamour, because it's not. See people riding around in these lamb trucks and Rolls Royces, these cyber trucks, they probably rented. The jewelry that people wearing is probably fake. You just never know. You see people going overseas, but they getting flown out. So bad.
I want people to realize, like, social media.
Social media is just a piece of people's lives that's probably not even real.
It's not real. Like, we are human. We live a life outside of social media. What people say on social media.
I know for a fact Angel Reese don't even run her own social media.
It's not, man.
I don't run it.
What percentage do you think is real?
That's
like
crazy.
If you're scrolling and you see something pop up, what percentage do you think is actually like, oh, that's real?
I already see it now. This much. This much is real. I'm telling you, social media is just... Some people don't even live that life.
Like a very small, like... It's so hard to believe these days, like, because people put out so much fake stuff about people in this world, so you really never know what to really believe.
Unless it comes from out the horse's mouth, as they say, from the original source. take it with a grain of salt.
It's hard for me to believe a lot of stuff. I'm like, this real?
Especially because you'll see stuff about you and
Exactly. Like, this ain't real. So it's making me hard to believe for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So do you want to get into some of the fake stuff about
Let's
you?
get into
You ready?
it.
Okay, let's do it.
What we gonna call our tea? We gotta call it. We gotta get a name for our tea. We need some recommendations.
Then we gotta make Angel branded tea.
Let's
Yeah.
get into the gritty.
Your collegiate career first, right? So obviously there's a lot of questions about why you sat out at LSU those couple of games.
Okay, this is a huge question because nobody knew.
Coach Mulkey said it's a coach's decision. I'm gonna let Angel say one day. So what was going on?
So
That's what we want to know.
as you know, we played our first. Well, but we played our first game against Colorado.
They lost.
And we lost.
I remember
and
that game. That was not supposed to lose.
It was fresh off our national championship game. So we was the number 1 team in the country. I believe they were like ranked 15 or whatever. So we weren't supposed to lose to them.
Mm-hmm.
We lost to them, and it was just a whole big uproar after, obviously, about it on social media, about we're not focused. I'm not focused. I'm still worried about the summer, magazines, just not tuned in with basketball, which wasn't true at all. And obviously, like, social media has been something that has struck for me since the national championship game in a positive light and a negative light.
You blew up.
Go crazy. So obviously that kind of was like, for me, it was kind of hard to like balance both still, because this is my first time being able to do so much at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So coming back to practice, the vibe was kind of weird. Obviously the energy was pretty weird in practice. Because
Really?
everybody was like, we just lost our first game, like we don't know what to do. And our next game wasn't for another
so the sky was already falling.
2 weeks. So the vibes was just weird. And then kind of like, I wasn't in a good mental space. I didn't feel like I was in a good mental space for my own team, for myself, and just being able to give my best self. So after a game, I sat the second half of a game, the Kent State game, and just it was me and Kim Mulkey kind of got into it about something, and we sat.
Which is normal.
Sat respectfully, sat the second half. And then after that game, me and her had a conversation, and we talked about what's moving forward. And it was just best for me to take some time off. And I took time off. I didn't go to the Cayman Islands with the team. And it wasn't because of everything else. It was me and Coach Mulkey being able to have that kind of relationship. And
because if y'all know the backstory behind what she's saying, everybody was wondering what is going on with Angel Reese, right? It was her GPA is low. She done got pregnant on the low. She don't care no more. So now you hearing her say from out of her mouth that basically she was mentally drained. She was mentally cooked. That's basically what she just said. She needed to take a break.
I was suspended and I wasn't playing because my GPA, I was pregnant.
See what I'm saying?
All these crazy
I remember that.
Everything they could think of, and they didn't even know what was going on.
Her GPA, 1.5 GPA.
And just knowing myself, I'm like, all right, bro, like, let me just take this break for myself, for the team, for myself, and just being able to have just a sense of mind and peace of mind. That was probably the hardest, like, time of my life, just because, like, I never took a break from basketball, and I didn't realize mental health was, like, important. Like, and I didn't really realize that. So my mom came down while they went to the Camden Island. My mom came down for Thanksgiving. We made Thanksgiving dinner, and it was just a reset. Got back with the team, practiced with the team. They missed me. They texted me the whole time, updating me. I'm watching the games, wishing them the best and everything. And when I came back, it was just, I felt like myself again. And just being able to have that relationship with my coach, Kim, that's something that I really love. Being able to have that relationship with her and being able to take that time away, and her respectfully, like, she didn't come out and say I was suspended. She didn't come out and say anything.
She didn't say anything. They kept asking.
Exactly. They made assumptions about what was going on.
Yeah, because we don't have the answers. The only reason why people come up with these stories is because we don't have the answers.
And just being able to have...
Since you're not going to give us the answers, we just going to make up our own answers.
A coach like that protected my brain, and a lot of people didn't think she protected me. She protected me in the best way she could. And I always will respect that from her, so... Yeah, that's what happened. That's T. But all the other allegations that
So it wasn't.
it wasn't school. I never had no 1 point whatever GPA. That was not true.
No baby.
I already knew she was gonna bring that up. Look how hostile she got when she said it. Look,
It wasn't school. I never had no 1 point whatever GPA.
she got hostile about it.
That was not true.
No babies.
No kid. No kids.
No fighting. No attitude.
None of that.
Right. It was just you knowing, you know what, I have a lot going on.
I had a lot going on, and it become like contagious to other people, and I just felt I was moody. I wasn't in a good place, like within myself, and I didn't want that to become a cancer in the locker room. So being able to have that conversation with coach was obviously hard, with the other coaches too. So
do you?
All right, let's get into some other stuff. The rookie rivalry. Let's see what this is about.
I think just being able to be in that moment of it happening, you never realize how something can literally change your life. And knowing my 5 fingers and my other finger pointing at my hand could literally have changed my life for like forever is crazy. And knowing that, like, Kaylin is an amazing player, and I've always thought she was an amazing player. We've been playing each other since high school, like literally been playing each other since high school, and like knowing that, like, there's never been beef. Like, we've talked trash to each other in AAU, like that. It's been that. So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her, and I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that.
Oh yeah, them Clarkies not gonna like this. Them Clarkies not gonna like this.
Respectfully, but
Whoa,
Indiana fans
no, we gotta go back.
Her
She said there's a lot of racism going on with the Caitlin Clark
fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like,
wow,
they ride for her, and I respect that respectfully.
Right.
But sometimes it's very disrespectful.
Yeah, it gets there, definitely. Amy, especially with Dejanay Carrington, it got real in the field.
I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that. But when you come, when it's behind your name, that's when a lot of people are like, oh, they think, oh, I don't like her because her fans are saying this. No, I don't believe in her heart that she has hatred towards me, and I'm sure she believes that I don't have hatred towards her. But I think her fan base has gone. I'm talking about, like,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. Like,
we see it all the time.
I know y'all see it. Like, I literally saw something today that was like, it's crazy, and it goes down to knowing, like, again, we are humans. Like, basketball is literally a game. Like,
when you eat, sleep, use the bathrooms like anybody else. You are no different. You are a human being.
It's literally a game.
You just got more money and more people watching you. That's the only difference between me and Angel Reese. It's just more people watching her than me.
So
that's the only difference.
But when it comes to death threats,
still eat, sleep, and use the bathroom. But what? Wait,
a game.
What?
Like, I promise you, it's literally a game. We have so much fun with it. But when it comes to death threats, when it comes to people finding, like, I'm talking about people who have come down to my address, follow me home. Like, it's come down to that.
Oh.
And like, when I talked about
yeah, cause that. So that explains why she broke down like that when they lost to Iowa, and everyone's like, oh, she just acting. Ain't no when the rabbit got the gun. I remember that when they lost to Iowa in that. Or Sweet 16. One of those.
Earlier on, after the
Quit acting, Angel Reese. I remember
season,
that.
when I was in my press conference and I was talking about being sexualized, like, I guess people thought that was like, because I post pictures in my bathing suits. No, like, multiple occasions people have made AI pictures of me, like, naked, literally.
Really?
Oh.
They sent it to my family members. My family members are like, uncles are sending it to me, like,
no.
Oh.
Are you naked on Instagram?
Oh.
That's
super embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. And that's coming from an uncle's perspective. Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
Sucks to see that, and it's really hard that I have to go through that, and now seeing other players even having to go through that.
Wow.
But like, at the end of the day, it's a game that we do both love, but there is no hate. No hate. We're gonna play on the same team one day, I'm sure. Like, we're gonna definitely play on the same team one day.
Definitely Team USA.
Maybe
That's
2028.
2028. Period. Yeah. So yeah.
So when you were talking about being sexualized in the media, a lot of people were like, "Well, she asked for it."
That's what I'm saying. Like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't get what that means because I'm a beautiful girl. Like, I'm a beautiful woman. I've been posting pictures in my bikinis. I got a nice body and I work hard for it. And
Look,
if I want to post a picture in my
if she want to post a picture, if she been in the lab all week and she want to show the tummy,
bikini,
she gonna show the tummy with the tuck. You know what I'm saying?
without being sexualized.
She gonna show
Where
it.
I'm saying I'm asking for it, or like being able to have a moment where like I'm being vulgar or I'm this that like it is, and it's the same. It's been happening for a really long time now, and now it's just like okay, like find something new.
I think once you reach a certain level of stardom, people forget that you're a 22-year-old girl.
I literally am 22.
Oh,
I don't know.
my internet just went out.
People
Oh, this
don't-
is crazy. No, my internet just went out. Man. Hold on, y'all. We'll be back. Alright, man. We're back. This internet is so annoying. I don't
She's
know
the
why
one-
it's like this, but
I'm
We
running
back.
because
She's
walked.
the OG.
She walked it like
For sure.
She's the
What?
OG. She's
Just a girl.
Yeah,
Literally.
Because I'm sure Skylar Diggins was posting pictures of her bikini. She's
Mhm.
the one. I'm running because she
She's
walked.
the OG.
She walked it like
For sure.
she's the OG. Like knowing
nah,
that
everybody wanted Skylar Diggins back then.
I
She
wonder
was one of them ones.
if social media was at a high when she had
Look, I talked to a few OGs about Skylar Diggins.
when
They
she
know.
was popping. Would she been going through the same thing when it comes to that, being able to be a beautiful woman, being able to be somebody that posts pictures and is always looking good. So
That's a good question.
yeah, gotta ask that.
It's kind of like the league is in its baddie era.
Yeah.
So right
We're
now
in a
it's like-
baddie era.
For real.
Sure. Like I love the tunnel walks. Everybody getting fitted for games. We looking good. Hair laid, nails. And it's just like it's also a negative sometimes though because people think you're too worried about what you're looking like. Like this has been a thing. Like everybody's always wanted to look good in the court. Lisa Leslie, like I've always seen Lisa Leslie. Her hair was always slicked back. She had her lips on. Tina Thompson.
Candace Parker had baby hairs.
And did like they've been doing this. It just wasn't social media wasn't so prevalent that it is right now. Like it's popping right now, and just being able to
And
know that.
that goes to a lot of
Like,
things. Social media, if social media was lit back then like how it is now,
I'm happy where we are. I'm happy to see all the girls.
that would probably be unhealthy.
Girls
I ain't
being able
gonna
to pop it and look cute
Social media in the 80s and 90s would be unhealthy
on the wrong
for
way.
some reason.
Being able to continue that because we have a couple models in this league. Like we got some face
A
cards.
lot.
We got some
That-
face cards.
That Skims campaign
Period.
went crazy.
Let's go to Rookie of the Year.
I know in the media you've said a lot, I'm focused on trying to get the playoffs, trying to boost my team. But they still ask you about Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
What is your stance on that?
So
We should
my
go
whole
back to
thing was
playoffs.
like when I got drafted,
Because, that playoff run,
number 7. So I'm like, cool. Like
they need to make the playoffs in these next 3 games.
I-
3-game win streak right here.
the pressure is not even
Calling
on me
now.
because
At least.
I'm,
At least win 2
I'm
games.
drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't even be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool, I can just hoop. So I don't know when like
See, you can't just hoop because you Angel Reese. That's the difference between. And it's not throwing no shade at anybody, but like Angel Reese is way up here for a lot of people's standards versus somebody like Deasia Fair or J.C. Sheldon or Nika Mule. Those type of players, their expectation, they could just go out there and hoop and nobody gonna care. But Angel Reese, expect Angel Reese to look like Anthony Davis.
pressure is up there.
If
So I'm
not,
like,
they gonna start saying, she ain't go good.
all right, cool, I can
She's
just
a bust. All this
hoop.
other stuff.
So I don't know when like it started to just break out where I was just in rookie of year conversations. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well,
And
yeah.
they're like, oh my
But
God.
nobody expected that. Everybody told me I was not ready for the league. And that's why I got drafted in 7. They told me I wasn't ready. I wouldn't play. I would have got cut from training camp. I was not ready. And that's why I
Nah,
got
cut
drafted.
from training camp is crazy. They get hurt about almost every other play. She ain't getting cut from no training camp.
Translate.
It wouldn't
I don't
translate.
know where that came from.
And obviously I knew coming into the league
She
I was going to
take.
be
I
able to
think she take the most shots on the team when Kennedy Carter's not playing.
translate my game, and I'm still not where I want to be at all. Like being able to be at 7 and still like be able to come in and thrive and work hard every day. That's what has gotten me to where I am right now. Just literally off hustle and just being able to just go in every day and grind. Like that's just straight off that. I haven't even been able to tap into who I really am and my potential of being able to be that stretch for position and just being able to be that. So
Oh, so she wants to be a stretch big. Okay.
people also need to give that some grace too. Like I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure things out. So if I am rookie of the year, God, thank you. If I'm not,
She don't even care. I could just tell by the way how she said that she doesn't care if she rookie of the year or not.
back to the drawing board, and I
Yeah, she don't really care.
just want to win.
Mhm.
Getting to the playoffs is something that I really, really, really want to do. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not really thinking about.
Nah, we need Angel Reese in the playoffs. Y'all gotta start winning some games because losing 7 straight is crazy.
Did you see the GM survey they did?
Mm-mm.
So they surveyed all of the general managers in the league, and you couldn't vote for your own players.
Okay.
And they said, who was the steal of the draft? And everyone said Angel Reese.
Do you know,
They don't
like,
think you shouldn't have been 7.
Do you know like players with other teams like say like I wish we drafted you?
Really?
Yes.
I believe that 100%. When you're getting 20 rebounds a game, who doesn't want that on their team?
Like teams that have drafted that were above me, that the players that got drafted above, and it was nothing against their rookies that got drafted, but they were like, I wish we were teammates. I wish we drafted you.
Oh yeah.
And it's
When you a glass cleaner like Angel Reese, yeah.
like it feels really good to know like vets really want to play with me and want to and love me and really respect me and respect my game. Like they tell me all the time, you're gonna be in this league for a while just because of how hard you work and your grind. So I love it here. I love the league. I love the W.
We ain't
It's
ready
growing.
for that one yet.
Still some
I seen that KD tab. Oh no, we need a warm up before that because that was. I didn't even make a bid on that.
But back to the league.
Why did we get internet from this cell phone company?
Yeah, come on with this. Come on, bro.
probably. Let me think.
Her welcome to the WNBA moment was getting chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas.
Welcome to the WNBA. I've had some good experiences. I don't know. I haven't had any really bad experiences.
The fans getting chokeslammed.
Probably. Ooh, I don't know. I haven't had like a bad experience. Like
It doesn't have to be bad,
Being in the media because of Caitlin Clark in a negative way.
but just a moment when you realize, like, oh, I'm
in the
really
league.
in this league. This isn't the little fish.
When she
This
hit
isn't
a couple
the college-
threes versus Seattle, 27. Well, she had 27.
that is big
Lord.
fish. Probably like in the scouting report in college, like you can like play off on people. Like the bench usually isn't good when they sub in. Man, I didn't
Nah,
got
when you in the pros, everybody good.
cooked
That's the
by the
difference.
bench before.
Mhm.
Like actually, my first game playing Nafisa cooked me. I'm not gonna lie, she definitely cooked me. That was my first game, and I was like,
Mhm.
Yeah, Nafisa been hooping all year though.
it's gonna be rough.
NC been hooping.
She's
Like,
intense.
and
she
been
is
hooping.
intense, and she has a high motor, and she plays really hard and has a lot of skills, and she's really a really skilled player. So I'm excited to also learn from her. When I go to Miami, like she wants to work out with me, so I'm excited.
Oh, so we do have somebody that will work with Angel Reese this season. Also. Nice. Yeah, I told you it's gonna be somebody that's gonna work with Reese to get better. Shout out Nafisa here.
Is she one of your WNBA moms?
I
see that on
got a
Twitter all the
couple.
time.
Everybody's always trying to claim me. Like my mom's okay, in no order. Asia, NECA, Dearica.
Oh, Asia definitely. Oh yeah, we need that. We need that training video ASAP.
Soon to be Fee.
Fee is definitely she always gives me a good praise. John Quell was a good one too. I love John Quell.
Big Quill.
She always talking to me too. But a lot of them always are like chatting with me at the free throw line. So like it makes me feel really loved. Yeah, but those my core moms.
And that just happened organically.
Yeah, they always like wanna like I don't know. They love me. I love them.
Good. They
Yeah.
probably see the potential in
Type
you.
stuff.
And they're like, oh, well, when I was a rookie, you know, I just switched this and that helped a lot. I switched that.
They always talk to me and like tell me I'm doing great.
That's very fire of them. What was the most surprising thing about playing in the W for you, on or off the court?
Probably. I mean, I knew we didn't have charter flights, but that whole walking the airport thing was like that was out of. I couldn't do it. Like it was.
Did you have a weird experience?
I've always had weird experiences when I'm in the airport. Like somebody's always grabbing me and touching me, and like I don't like that. Like I don't mind taking pictures and signing autographs, but like when you come into my space and invade my space, like
they be grabbing on Angel Reese is crazy. They be like, "Come here, please take this picture with me." That's crazy.
I'm in the airport, like somebody's always grabbing me and touching me, and like I don't like that. Like I don't mind taking pictures and signing autographs, but like when you come into my space and invade my space, like that's when it just is, it gets really weird.
Yeah, especially if they don't know you.
Yeah,
And COVID is real.
COVID is back and real. It's not a joke.
So what's going on with this COVID scare that your team just had?
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Some people are sick, or they just.
Okay, yeah, let's get to the gritty, bro. I didn't even make a video on the Kevin Durant thing because I already knew that was fake. I knew that was fake. That's just so random. Like everybody, Angel Reese and Kevin Durant.
Women's game, right?
Yeah.
So there were headlines from that game because you were courtside with Kevin Durant. And oh my God, they're dating. That's not a thing, correct?
No, that was never a thing. I
Kevin
don't even.
Durant too old. Like, come on now, Durant. He about to be 40 in a minute.
Durant, oh my God, they're
what
dating.
What are you talking about?
That's not a thing,
No,
correct?
that was never a thing.
Durant is almost 40.
Even know how
pushing 40.
that even became a thing because I sat next to somebody. My friend was sitting next to Steph. So.
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna say nothing about Steph Curry. That's different.
I don't.
Who's married? So they're not.
They ain't gonna say that about Steph Curry, but KD. Oh yeah. Because
They
they get on KD anyway, just because they like bullying Kevin Durant.
That like so.
So they see Kevin Durant sitting by any woman, they gonna automatically.
People always. I don't know where that even came from. KD has literally been my favorite player since I was literally a kid, and is still my favorite player.
Because he's from the
DMV. Yeah, he's from the DMV. I love his mom. She comes out and supports the games. So yeah, that was dead. I don't even know where that even came
dating.
From. Yeah.
Because if we see you with someone, we're gonna assume you're not dating them.
Most like 95% of the time.
But we know who. But we know who she been sneaking around with though.
Say 98.
We do know that.
95. I would say 95.
95.
We do know who she's been sneaking around with.
Okay.
I see the tab.
So what?
Right.
Aging.
Gosh, bro, these ads about to have me losing it. These ads about to have me crash out. Not mid talking though, it's crazy.
What about there was a video that someone snuck in a car of you and G Herbo, blew up all over the internet. What was that?
I knew this was cap too.
When I tell you, like, I can call G Herbo to this day, like, that's somebody that I can, like, if I ever need anything in Chicago, he told me from when I got drafted, if I ever need anything in Chicago, he'll make sure I'm straight. And it wasn't even off no, like, flirting or anything. It was literally straight off, like, I got you, sis. Like, making sure that you straight, because I'm new to the city. Like, making sure I was good. So we had went out to Bevy that night.
I was there.
You were there. Did you see me there?
I saw
You
you.
didn't see me there. So me and my homegirls.
Being wholesome. Chilling.
As always, very wholesome woman. I am 6'3", and I think he is 5'10".
See, you didn't have to bring that up though. See, we already knew Angel Reese has a type when it comes to her man, and we've already been through this. We know this already.
I don't know, but you
need to be 6'9".
got on heels. I feel like too.
You need to be around my brother height, who's 7'2".
It was a stallion vibe.
We already know.
You know. But yeah, I am 6'3", so I sat in the front seat of a car that wasn't.
He too big to be sitting in the back seat though. She gonna take up the whole back seat. Angel Reese way too big to be sitting in the back seat.
Tinted. And my friends was in the back. That they were tinted in the back, and that was that. I mean, you didn't see me in the car kissing this man. So where'd y'all even get that from? But obviously, yeah, that's somebody I can literally call like anytime. That's like, bro, like I need this in the city, or where should I go, or if I need anything in the city, because you know he's Chicago, what Chicago's hottest.
I feel like that has to be crazy. Like right now, imagine if you were walking down the street,
bro,
and you
I
just
could
saw
walk down
somebody
with
like,
anybody.
"Hey, so and so," and they're like, "Angel Reese,
spotted with this random tall 6.
insane."
I'm like, baby,
It's insane.
You're not finna act like the next scene she's not about to spill beans, right? This next scene is spilling beans right here.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Does your group chat blow up the next morning?
You
Like,
know,
oh my God,
Nabil-
Angel.
You know, Nabil. No, actually, my brother sent me the G Herbo thing.
Really?
He was like,
He was
they
trying to
gotta
get
be
the tea.
serious. Like, what's going on? Like,
She's like,
bro.
yo, what
Like
you
that.
got going on?
Idiots. Mm-mm.
Okay. This is the last dating related thing.
All right, what we got?
Okay. So you were on vacay.
Oh, what
Somebody
about
else
vacation?
was maybe on vacay, and it was videos
Free Jalen Durn.
posted. Do you know what I'm
I can't go on
referring
vacation
to?
with my cousin.
You can't help your.
Sorry.
We not doing that. We not doing that. We're not doing. I can't go on vacation with my cousin. Can't help my cousin with her groceries. We're not doing this.
I
Oh.
can't help my cousin with the groceries.
No, we're not doing it.
Nah, that's
No.
not my cousin, but just I'm taking a trip.
Nah, free Jalen Durn.
I'm 22 years old. Like I'm allowed to date and like be able to have a good time. Like if I want to go on vacation,
Jalen
I'm going
Durn
on
needs to be free from Detroit.
vacation. Obviously, people invaded my privacy, of course, because if I posted I was out where I was, then it would have been known. Like I post a lot. Like I do post a lot. So obviously I was just being able to have a good time, being able to have time away. That was right after I came back from Paris, and I just was there for a good time.
As you should.
Period.
At 22.
Nah, yeah.
At 22, and I'm living my best life, and I'm gonna
Nah,
date.
Chad. That's good though. She didn't spill beans, but I mean,
So we talked.
we could be wrong though. We could, because you know how the internet get. They ready to see Angel Reese pop out with somebody new, getting married. Oh,
About.
but yeah, you know how the internet get. We talked about it earlier. Internet ain't real. They just need something to talk about because they get bored. But Jalen Durn,
LSU team.
that seemed like more her type. Dude's about borderline 7 foot.
Obviously, during that
he's looking down like these.
time, you and
I'm just
Flauja
saying.
were all over the media, besties. What's your relationship like now that you're in the league and she's still in college?
Yeah, I still support Flauja. We aren't as close as we used to be.
Mhm.
And there's no hard feelings or anything, but we aren't as close as we used to be. That's why people always expect us to like still be posting each other and stuff like that. But like we aren't as close, and I mean, it happens.
Yeah,
I mean,
it happens.
you don't have the best relationships with everybody, and don't always continue relationships with people. So I wish her the best always. I'm always going to support her. I'm going back to LSU soon just to be able to see them and support the girls. But yeah, there's no love lost, but we aren't as close as we used to be.
That's
interesting.
the tricky part about social media because
Yeah, because they ready to start that beef again.
imagine if you're next to somebody every day and you're like, "Hey, twin,"
Yeah.
and then once you're not near them, they're gonna be like,
know.
"What is Angel doing? Are her and her brother okay?" Like, yes. Are her and her mom okay? Just because you didn't post your mom on Mother's Day, you could physically be with her,
Literally.
Yeah.
but just not post her,
People
and they'll
just be.
You know how people get. People just bored. You know what I mean? Like, they're just bored to have nothing to talk about.
Reaching.
So, of course, they get the... Angel Reese didn't post her mom. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
with
just...
Haley Van Lith?
It's bored.
We weren't like super close, but I was probably one of the closer people with her on the team. Because I think she was really distant from everybody else. So I kind of felt bad. So I was like, let me get closer and like see who she is, because she was the only white girl on the team. So I didn't want her to feel uncomfortable. I
She went to go play with some sisters.
wanted her to feel as comfortable as she could.
Yeah, she went to play with some sisters.
Being able to come into a situation where she had to transfer. She was super successful at Louisville, and then
That's nice.
for a little while she struggled with confidence in the beginning.
Because
and
we was looking at Louisville, they could have been nasty this year if they had Haley Van
being
Lith.
able to be there for her.
Last season.
I love Haley. Haley's a good time. That's somebody I can take out somewhere.
Really?
Me and her went to a little baby concert one time, and like kicked it the whole night, like till like 3:00 in the morning.
Oh.
But yeah, I love Haley. Haley, that's somebody that you can take somewhere. Like you gonna have a good good time.
Nice.
So I wish we had some more time together. We still text. I still congratulate her. I'm so happy for her. At TCU, I'm trying to support her there as well. But that's somebody that like really, really, really works hard, and that's somebody I really admire their like work ethics. She works her ass off. Like she really, really works hard. And unfortunately, the situation didn't work out for her at LSU. But like being able to have her mindset that she has, she don't have social media. She didn't have social media when they was dogging her out after the Iowa game and everything. Like being able to see how strong she was through it, and being able to talk to her because I've been through it. I know how it feels to like not be confident, not be at your high, and everybody attacking you for something that you can control but somewhat can't control. So I'm excited for her next journey.
Do you think that she just wasn't a good fit for that specific LSU team?
Yeah, I think it just wasn't a good fit for that specific team. And I think she realized that after the fact, because she bought into everything that we asked her to do. Every role that she was asked, she did. She came in and did extra because she was never, I don't think, a point guard.
Yeah,
and she was forced into a point guard role.
Yeah, Haley Van Lent's definitely a 2-guard.
And knowing that, I don't know her conversation with Kim before the process of her deciding to come, but it just wasn't a good fit for her. And I know what she brings to the table. I think she's an amazing guard that can do so many great things on the court. I've seen her kill for a long time, and I know she'll continue to kill. And I see her gain her confidence back on the 3-on-3. So I know the sky is
Angel Reese.
What?
If trying
We gonna
something new.
skip past Cardoso. We're gonna get straight into
Say to the people who criticize the fact that you are such a businesswoman. You have a podcast, you have sponsorship deals, you do a lot of things, and people sometimes think that that takes away from your on-court abilities.
Yeah, I think like if I don't score a certain amount of points or do certain things or I'm compared to somebody else, then that's when things start to trickle into what my business is. So when I'm like doing great on the court, like if I'm doing amazing, doubles, just continue doing what I'm doing, everything is fine. But like when I'm not, if I don't have a double or I may have a bad game, which is normal, that's when like I'll tap into, oh, she's focused on this, she's not doing this. My thing is I've never, ever posted basketball highlights on my page, on my story, when I'm in the gym. I've never done that. And I may have done it before when I worked out with Chris Brickley. Maybe
That's
some
true.
stuff when I was getting ready for the draft. That was all draft stuff. And that was obviously for business reasons. But you'll never catch me posting like, oh, I'm in the gym today, y'all, at 9 o'clock and I'm here till 3 a.m. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Because my social media is for me to be me. Post cute pictures, post selfies, post what I'm doing, post my dog, post my family, post what things
be a Barbie.
I love. And
This is kind of like the what you don't see.
like,
I'm here for it though.
outside of the lines, like I'm having a good time. When I get between those lines, it's
I'm
strictly
here for it. This is the behind the scenes Angel Reese that you don't see
business, and I want people to realize
outside of playing basketball.
that and understand that. Like, I'm not posting my basketball life, and I never will post my basketball life on my social media and post that. Like, that's just not who I am.
And just because they don't see you in
Just
the
because they
gym.
don't see me don't mean I'm not doing it, baby. I'm clocked. I have a gym in my apartment, literally 2
That makes sense.
floors down. I'm in the gym. I literally.
Because at first I'm thinking like, dang, she got that much money. She got a gym in her apartment. But yeah, that makes sense.
have a gym in
I was thinking more like a condo. I'm
Right.
like, nah,
A basketball court.
that makes sense.
so it's not
The apartments be having gyms.
that I'm not doing it. I'm doing it.
Do you think they're just looking for a
Looking
reason
for
to
something to
complain?
find something to hate because I am a successful Black woman. I'm doing a lot of things that you haven't seen before. Being able to manage my schedule and being able to work hard and grind and do things that they said I wouldn't do. They told me
4.1 million followers on one platform.
I wouldn't graduate. I graduated on time in 4 years with no debts, not eligible. Like I did everything they said I wouldn't do, and
Talk your
I
stuff.
think that's the thing. I proved them right. I proved them wrong every single time. Every single time, and that's what I love.
You
Like
proved them wrong, but you proved yourself right.
proving people wrong is my favorite thing to do. That's like that I love a good gym. Like that's my thing. That's my thing. And just being able to do that and know that like it's a great feeling. And that's why I just don't even respond. Like I'm being able to have this podcast, being able to talk about these things. I have for a long time let social media and blogs and stuff create the narrative, and now being able to start this podcast, I'm being able to take the narrative back and being able to have my own name and being able to clear things up and being able to do that. And that's what I love. Like, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this, being able to clap tea. And I want like other people to be able to come on here and be able to share their piece, being able to share their truth and understanding that, because you can say whatever you want on social media. When you sit here and I'm telling you what it really is, you have to know that and you have to believe that. Until
Because again, it's coming out of her mouth specifically, like I said earlier. You don't gotta listen to the blogs if the original person is saying something about it.
otherwise, but that's what I'm looking forward to doing with this.
Making a safe space.
Okay, what is this?
Raising teens is celebrating our goal.
I wasn't expecting to see this tab, getting married. What are we doing? Alright, let's see.
Mark about naloxone. Let's turn
what's
on the
again?
light.
27.
Okay.
I want to have kids, but I
27?
say I want to get married by like check all the boxes, because I do want to get married. Like I say, I want to get married by like 27.
Hey, yo, 27, that ain't too far. That's about 5 more years. So you want to be locked down in 5 years? Oh. Okay. So about 5 more years, she looking for one of them scrapers.
Okay.
I want to have kids, but I still want to be playing. I want to still be playing.
Bro, imagine Angel Reese with a baby, bro. Like that kid gonna be a rebounding rebounder, a day one glass cleaner. Anytime she practice her shot, that baby right there for the rebound and the putback.
Playing.
Even if they throwing away the garbage, you know how you hit the Kobe, that baby gonna be right there. Putback layup.
So I don't know how this is gonna work out, but we're gonna have to the math gonna have to math the right time.
27? Woo!
But whatever.
That ain't that way the way our time looking, because it's already September. You
I'll
know,
get married next year. Then you gonna be there?
September 5th.
I'll be there.
Okay, period.
Try to vlog it for the pod.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all, we here her wedding.
We here. Yeah. But yeah, I think for like the dating life is really hard for me, just because like
I can see that because you know Angel Reese. Y'all gotta understand, bro. Like, you gotta look at it from the outside looking in. Imagine you being Angel Reese's man, though. Like, you low key set. You low key set though, because look, she take you on a shopping spree. You seen what happened with her ex? He was cheesing a little too hard in them shopping sprees, ear to ear, skipping all up in the mall. Had a good old time. So just know that could be anybody. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you got to be able to be mentally locked in to know what's coming with dating Angel Reese. You got to deal with the good, the bad, people calling your girl certain type of names. You know what I mean? The thirsty men in the DMs and the comments. You gotta be mentally locked in when you date somebody like her. With 4.1 million followers on Instagram.
For like the dating life is really hard for me, just because like I think I put a lot of pressure on the other person, because whenever I'm dating somebody, I go to their comments, all I see is gifs of Angel Reese. See
what I mean? Like, you gotta be able to deal with that. Like, you gotta deal with all these videos of this Angel Reese. They be like, show. Rebound. Like, that's what you gonna see in your comment. You gotta be mentally stable for that, though.
I looked at somebody I was talking to, and all I saw was, I'm like, oh my God, I know this man hate me already. And that's why
like, girl, what you do to my Instagram?
I try to tell them.
Like, girl, what you do to my Instagram? I can't even post. All I see is Angel Reese.
I usually ahead of time, like,
they got to limit their comments on their posts.
Getting yourself into, because like this is not for the weak. Like people gonna, like people gonna see you death threats. People are gonna say crazy things. just know I will never embarrass you. I'm gonna always respect you, and you can always come to me as a woman and just ask me questions about certain things. But like,
you gotta be ready for the combat. You just gotta be ready for combat.
Dating me is hard, and my mom
Yeah, see, yeah.
always say like
You dating the Chirac Barbie.
but like, it's dating me is hard, and my mom always say like any man that dates you is tough, it's hard, but one day I'll find my key.
Do you think that's
So she said she a single woman. So for those that want to know, y'all still got that chance. You feel me? So go ahead. You just remember you gotta be at least 6'8". Go get a new body. Go hit into that creative player in 2K. Go ahead and get a new body. You 6'8" with shoulders like those.
But one day I'll find my key.
Do you think
The Mr. Reese. Mr. Reese's Pieces.
that's intimidating for them at all?
I'm sure it is intimidating because like a lot of times like a guy would say like I wasn't scared to reach out to you, but I didn't think you would talk to me. I'm like, why?
Bro, what did I just tell y'all, bro? She is not an alien. Why do y'all do that, bro? Look, y'all just gotta be confident and be like, I want you. Just like how y'all are in the comments, DM her that. Be like, I want you. You might get lucky. It might be the Lord's day that she might see it. Don't be scared to talk to these people. They eat, sleep, and use the bathroom just like you. The only difference is more people looking at them, and they just got more money than you. But at least, hey, you still go on the shopping sprees. You get whatever you want. You treat her right. She gets you 2K25. Look.
Scared to reach out to you, but I didn't think you would
She'll
talk
go buy you 2K25 and whatever system you want it on, as long as you treat her right.
to me. I'm like, why? And I don't know. I think it's really hard to see like you don't see a lot of relationships where like the woman is just as dominant as the man. The woman can provide for herself without the man like knowing that. Like that's why when I find somebody like or date somebody like they have to bring something completely different from the table because it's nothing you can buy me that I can't buy myself. It's nothing
see, she got money. You could buy that, but I could buy that for myself too. So it don't really matter. It
would have to be. You have to show me something on a different, very, very intimate and emotional level for me to like.
Okay, wait. This is very important, chat.
I can't buy myself, or it's nothing like. It would have to be. You have to show me something on a different, very, very intimate and emotional level.
Okay, so it's not about the money. It's about can you help her mentally. Like, okay, she can have a bad game when she has 7 points in 4 rebounds, but can you be there to be her mental support? Okay. Yeah. Emotional support system. Something going on in the family, will you be there? Will you be her right hand?
Okay. For me to like.
Really I'm learning right now.
Oh, okay, I really like you.
What's your love language?
Probably quality time. And that's hard too because
Reese is on the go. She flying from Chicago to Atlanta to LA to Texas, Indiana.
I only mess with athletes, and usually
it's always been like that.
I'm 6'3". Where I'm finding? I didn't go.
Okay, listen. Okay, it's because you 6'3". That don't mean you can't find no 5'10" athlete. I'm running back. Not all running backs are 6'5". That's a tight end position. You can find 5'10" running back that'll run anybody over.
Been like that.
I'm just saying.
I'm 6'3". Where I'm finding? I didn't go. Maybe I didn't find me a little lawyer that's like 6.
Little finance bay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Too. He keep your money right.
That's 16.
Make sure you ain't gonna never go broke. He mess with a lawyer. I'm just saying.
He could be like an old ass.
A banker.
Little finance bay.
That's like 6'10".
Just saying, like, right? I understand it though, cause with heels on, she the same as Anthony Edwards. I'm just saying, she about 6'5", 6'6" with heels on. And them is 3-inch heels on. So she put on the 5s. That's like LeBron height.
He could be like an old athlete.
An old athlete.
Like, I used to play in basketball.
But then he probably like 40.
40. And same age as LeBron. They pushing 80.
No, I'm saying it could be someone where they played in high school, they played in college, but then he was like, you know what? I decided I love math. Or I wanted to be a real estate agent.
Okay.
Something like that.
She ain't think about that though, but he still gotta be 16. See, he gotta be almost 7 foot. She wanna be looking up at him like these while he looking at her like that.
Maybe if he swindles across my window. I ain't seen that yet. So
yeah.
Dating an athlete is obviously hard because most of the time their schedule is like the same as mine. I usually date basketball players. And the NBA season and the WNBA season, I mean, obviously it's different now. My off season is their season, so like obviously I can make that work. But when I was in college, like it was a no. Like it was, I couldn't go to college.
You got school, you got weights, training, games, practice.
Games, other college games. I couldn't go to NBA games because it was literally the same season. So quality time, because long distance I hate, and it's hard.
Are we gonna see you courtside design?
Absolutely. They might as well put her in 2K for the courtside players because she's gonna be at a lot of these games.
Fit.
You
I already tell with the demure clothes on.
A little bit.
A lot of it.
A lot of
A
it.
lot of it. You'll see me courtside.
Oh yeah, she'll definitely pull up.
Probably got a couple games. Definitely Chicago. I'm gonna be pulling up some
Reese's
Chicago Bulls.
Pieces.
That don't mean I'm messing with none of the Chicago Bulls players. Not.
Oh, because we already know who already messed with the Bulls players. Meg Stallion. She already saddled up on one of them in Chicago. I tell you that right now.
Chicago. I'm gonna be pulling up some Chicago Bulls.
But look, she clear as day just said she's a single woman, but you still gotta be 7'2". I'm
that don't
just
mean I'm messing
saying.
with none of the Chicago Bulls players.
She got hostile again.
Not that. But friends,
networking.
Yeah, being able to just
Tight.
enjoy a basketball game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my off season. Reese Species and I have been listening to you guys' questions, and
We're all hoping tomorrow will be better than today.
We
My
might
name is
skip these. I ain't gonna lie.
Those hats were forked cute, which is good.
okay, because yeah, we didn't spill some tea. We got spicy already. Let's keep
That's
it cute.
good. Those people aren't so kind.
It's hard.
Oh no! To see that's the thing. She from Baltimore, right? Baltimore, not Baltimore. Baltimore. So you know the Baltimore people looking
Feisty
hostile.
personality too. Like
They get they get shoulders out, all kind of
I
stuff.
think I be trying to give people some great.
Ask Ray Lewis, the real Reeves. Yeah.
I'm really, really big on loyalty. So like, if it's somebody close to me that like does something mean or like rude or something, like I literally would just like cut you off. Like it's not I don't rekindle with nobody. Like I don't rekindle friendships. I don't
You shouldn't have to.
rekindle
Like,
relationships.
that's just another. See, when y'all try to rekindle friendships and stuff like that, that's like you opening up a portal for somebody to just hop right back into your triangular pyramid.
I'm not
You know
doubling
what?
back at nothing. So like, if you're mean to me and nasty to me, like, all right, cool, like it's over. No, if it's somebody random, like, you never matter, like you don't care. But like when it's close to me, that's when it really hit. Like, I'm so good to everybody around me. There's no
I can
reason
see
that you
that.
should ever like feel like you should be rude, disrespectful, or anything to me. So that's when I like anybody know.
Yeah,
like,
Andrew seem like cool people though. Seem like cool people. She just too tall. That's the problem.
cut
The only
you off.
problem is she just too tall, and then of course she's gonna want Victor Wembanyama height, man.
Off in a second.
Snip, snip.
You know what I mean?
How do you
So,
deal with all the hate?
Not actual Victor, because we just said she's single, but you know, because he's about almost 8'10".
you go
you know.
through on a daily basis and still show out every game?
Well, I've currently deleted social media off my phone, so being able to do that, being able to take some time away, just being able to meditate, doing self-care,
Focusing on your
and just
mental
being
health.
able to focus on my mental. I'll get massages. I might just start trying Pilates. They have Pilates in my apartment.
You would love Pilates.
But I heard it's hard.
It's very hard.
Yeah, but I need my body to be teased sitting courtside.
No, it will be.
Okay.
It's gonna be fire.
You do it?
Yeah, solid core.
Oh,
I go to solid core, but you're gonna feel it
I know.
because
I
you
heard.
work out muscles that you've never worked out before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's
I'm
tough.
excited.
It's fun.
National TV, so I'll remember that always. My first WNBA game, I told you I got cooked by Nafisa. It was a preseason game. And I never remember that. And that's why I
You
take
know what
defense.
I always wanted to know too? Why doesn't the WNBA have a summer league?
So seriously, like
Is there just not enough players for a summer league?
now,
Like,
like
why does
I'm
the
always going
WNBA not have a summer league
to be the
team?
best player because like I love defense so much.
Nice.
So when I get a stop or a steal or like even just one possession, I'll be hyped. Yeah.
What's one lesson you've learned from each place you've played in your career? So Maryland, LSU, and now the Chicago Sky.
Those teams at Maryland were really fun. I made some great relationships, and it was no place like home. LSU, enjoy college football games because baby, them LSU football
Oh yeah, I can already tell they be turned. They be screaming loud, I can already tell in NCAA 25, they just toxic,
games.
loud, screaming.
Ooh, oh my god, I had
You could just feel the adrenaline rush.
stop going because it was just so much. Like the tailgating from they're out there at 5 a.m. for a 7 o'clock game. Like and I used to live.
What?
They're out there at 5 a.m. for a 7 o'clock game. Like
5 a.m.
tailgating from
Huh?
they're out there at 5 a.m. for a 7 o'clock game. Like and I used to live like super.
Bro, hold on, let me put subtitles. Did she say 5 a.m.?
They're out there at 5 a.m. for a 7 o'clock game.
Oh yeah, they ain't got no life. They ain't got no job. Like, what are you doing
Like
today?
and I used to live like super close, so like traffic was crazy. And like if I would advise anybody to go to an SEC school.
That sounds
like,
so fun.
We played Alabama one time and we won like the what does he call it, game winner, buzzer beater, whatever.
The game winning touchdown. Oh yeah.
And we stormed the field. And
you you ran on?
I got tumbled.
Yeah.
I got a video.
That's a whole giraffe hitting the floor. That's
over.
crazy.
But yeah, I advise.
That's a stallion hitting the floor. The
like,
mayor.
Something
Okay. Yeah. But it feels tough.
That's a good question.
It's a good question.
I think my mom. That's crazy. I have like moments where me and my mom are like, oh, Mom, like, please just leave me alone. Like, she's like, you're spending, like, you're always buying stuff like you're. I'm like,
yeah, let me spend my money. You know, this is NIL money. It's not even the whole WNBA check. This just off of college.
Baby, I'm not buying that, baby. Somebody else buying that.
But
you're always buying stuff like you're. I'm like, baby, I'm not buying that, baby. Somebody else buying that. But like, my mom, like, I literally last night I called her like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Mom, like, I was just like, Mom, like, I was going through something. I was like, Mom, da, da, da. Like, she was like, it's gonna be okay. Like, it's all right. Like, she's been my biggest supporter. Like, and I can always call her and count on her for anything. And I think
Mama Reese.
That's just the biggest person that's always been like there for me. Obviously my team is amazing. They're like sisters. Janine, Jacqueline, and Christy are great. My friend group, being able to have a friend group outside of basketball, I think that's just like been my biggest like love. Like that's been something that I've just been able to, like, I don't have to think about anything. And like anything else, I'm really like quiet, like as far as like telling people my problems. Like I won't go and practice and everybody's gonna know like this is that time of the month. Like you won't see.
How many of y'all got this jersey already?
Yeah, you won't know.
Reese's
but like
Pieces.
my friends,
Angel
my
Reese.
family, my close people, they'll know.
Is that pretty much it?
Hey, Meta.
I don't know what else is there to like react to. Is that it?
So each episode we do give flowers to women. I was gonna ask, who do you want to give your flowers to? But I feel like you just did. You mentioned your mom, your
Let me
team.
get my flowers. You know what I want to get my flowers to? Cheryl Swoops.
Ooh.
And I think I'm really giving her my
interesting, because you know, I said this yesterday leading to this morning. Bro, Cheryl Swoops has been hanging in there with Angel Reese since day one.
flowers because she's gotten her flowers, but I think she needs to be reminded that she
was a hooper. Cheryl Swoops was really a hooper, but since a lot of people just started watching WNBA in 2024, it's like, who is this old lady hating on Caitlin Clark? I'm telling you, that's how they look at her.
Girl, like
Who this old lady thinks she is?
that
Like,
girl, you
that's
that
crazy,
woman,
though, because Cheryl Swoops was giving out work back then.
you been there, you
If
still.
I'm not mistaken, she was on a Martin episode, the Martin show, giving out work on the Team USA with Don Staley.
You forever gonna be that, and like, I know like
That was an Elite Friday, bro.
so much going on social media with everything going on, and people have attacked her and said so much stuff. And I texted her yesterday, and I was like, you that, like, you know, you a legend, like,
because look, if they not saying nothing, you not popping.
your resume speak for itself.
If
You
they
ain't gotta
not
speak
saying nothing, you not
on
popping.
nothing. And I just seen her get out of character on social media a couple days, and I'm like, you know, you ain't gotta pop it like that. But yeah, she's a legend and somebody that I've always looked up to. She gonna keep it real with you. We're gonna have her on the podcast soon.
And she's 10 toes down.
She's 10 toes behind what's right, and that's what I love. Like, she's told me, like,
We need
before,
that
like,
podcast.
she probably didn't think I was gonna be ready for the WNBA, and I respected what she said, because obviously she's a legend. She's been in this game, she played the game, but like, being able to hear that from her, and what how did you feel? Like, what made you say that, and understanding that, like, sometimes you want to attack people that criticize you. Like, when she said that online, people were like, oh no, like, you shouldn't be saying that, or you shouldn't be saying that about Angel, you shouldn't be saying that about Caitlin. Like, bro, like,
But it
She got her opinion. She got a voice. She got an opinion. She wants to state it.
wasn't a
No
diss.
matter what anybody say.
wasn't a diss. It was
an
the fact
analysis.
that, like, that's what she sees from her perspective of being in the W before, and
Yeah, she has her opinion because she's played in the league.
you gotta respect that.
That's just like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar criticizing or Magic Johnson criticizing Anthony Edwards and everybody clowning Magic Johnson. Like, he could have his own opinion, just like Cheryl Swoops could have her opinion.
So that's why I
whatever.
texted her yesterday. She's like, you know, I love you. You know, that's why I love you so
Auntie
much.
Swirl,
And I was
Auntie
like,
Swirl,
like, don't be getting into it with these
Auntie
folks
Swoops.
on social media. They're gonna drive you crazy, insane. But yeah, she
And
got
it's not worth it.
it's not worth it. And it's
Anyway, I think that's about it, chat. This is outro.
we're gonna have some of y'all faves on here coming soon, so look forward to it. You can watch, listen, whatever you need to do. This podcast will be everywhere, and it's gonna be the hottest podcast coming soon.
Alright, well, shoot, I ain't gonna lie, I have fun. I actually like this podcast. It's cool, it's different. I don't think I watch too many women podcasts in general, so to see Angel come out here and have a podcast, this is pretty dope. I'll tune into more if y'all messing with it, but that's gonna be the end of this one. We pretty much went over everything that we want to know, spilled some tea. Rookie rivalry with Caitlin Clark, social media not being real. We know she's joining the Unrivaled League. Trying to make the playoffs, Rookie of the Year. Steal of the draft. Welcome to the WNBA moments. Paris. Kevin Durant, fake news. G Herbo, pretty much Big Brother vacation. Wasn't really nothing. You know, she grown. She can do what she want to do. She grown. Cardoso, who is Angel Reese. Getting married at 27, which is not that far away. Reese's Pieces and Flowers and outro. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this one, bro. Let me know if you guys want more of these reactions to Angel Reese's podcast. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, man.